Hi, good morning. Shakti here. Welcome to my channel. Good to see you all and connect with you. I'm not seeing you, I don't see you whenever you hear me, but good to connect with you. I somehow have this feeling that I'm connecting to my people. I don't know where did that come from, but somehow I have that feeling that I'm connecting to someone I know already. Welcome. As a career path at this stage of my life, I chose to become a psychologist and a counselor. So now I am an accredited, qualified counselor. I'm just in the process of joining an organization, and they asked me a question. How are my sessions different from other counseling sessions? How am I different? What do I offer differently? I wrote a paragraph and sent it to them, but I wasn't happy with that. I need a long space, bigger space to express, to explain, to describe, to answer that question. So here I am talking to you. The archetype of wounded healer resonates a lot with me. Chiron, the wounded healer, has an incurable wound. He lives with pain, but accepting the pain and transmuting the pain to wisdom is the healing Chiron offers, the wounded healer. I feel, I know I am a wounded healer. Wounded in the sense that in the sense that, yes, I'm wounded. We are all, everybody is. That's the design of human birth, I suppose. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. We all are born with some predisposition to some sort of suffering. You either call it as DNA, genetics, hereditary factor, ancestral trauma, generational trauma, or vasanas. That's the Indian word that means all the above, the predisposition. My wound is internal. I think everybody's wound is internal, even though someone is physically abused. The hurt, the wound, it causes in the psyche, in the spirit, in the soul. It's internal. So everybody's wound is internal. But the cause of the wound can come from outside, like a physical injury, an accident, or some sort of suffering through war or famine or some kind of a violence externally coming from outside. Abuse. So the outside world is a tool, is an instrument, it's a device which acts upon the predisposition that we already are born with and make us susceptible and vulnerable to certain conditions, to certain um, programming, and we are hurt inside. Unconsciously, though, the person who is supposedly doing the job of hurting is doing unconsciously, and you pick up the burden, pick up the pain unconsciously. It's just the programming, it's just the design of this world, this human experience, I suppose. My design was to be born with immense sadness and kind of fear. I went through past life regression therapy, and my therapist took me through to the time when I was in the birth canal, when I was coming out, and asked me to connect with that being. That's how I know. I was very sad. I was terrified. I did not want to be born. So obviously, I was crying. As an infant, I cried and cried and cried a lot, it seems. So that itself would have triggered anger in my parents, like, uncontrollable cry if any infant cries nonstop. No parent can be tolerant, patient, and kind enough. It could push their limits of care as well, I suppose. So, probably as an infant who was terrified and who was immensely sad, could only be controlled by threat, by shut up, keep quiet, that kind of uh, stern, strong, assertive, controlled way of, making me quiet, quieten. I just identified, when I say just last year, I identified one core pattern. The pattern started when I was very, very little. Obviously, this is the story of everyone. So that's why I'm sharing this personal piece with you to connect with you and tell you, show you, to give and perspective of what kind of a wounded healer I am, to connect with you in a deeper sense, at the deeper level. Again, by design, I am a very, very sensitive being. I could easily be provoked. I could easily be hurt. That's not my fault. That's the design of who I am, who this being is. So my siblings would very calm and quiet way will provoke me, will trigger me, or say something that triggers me. Like, you are dumb, you are idiot, you don't know anything, how stupid you are, those kind of remarks, as an example. Immediately, I would have responded, I would have gotten triggered, and I yelled and screamed and resisted that kind of bullying or a passive aggression or a teasing, whatever language you want to use to explain the dynamics between young children. But my reaction was louder. My reaction was heard and seen by the family. The initial hurt was very subtle, very soft, very polite, very gentle, very passive aggressive. No one knew. But my reaction, everyone saw, everyone heard. So it gave an impression that I was the one who is angry. I was the one who is yelling and screaming and fighting with my siblings. So I had to ask sorry to my siblings, ask sorry to my parents. Are you able to see the pattern? It was never the hurt, the initial hurt was a problem. It was never wrong, never seen, never recognized as a problem or a mistake. My reaction to the hurt was a problem. My reaction to the hurt was pain, was loud, was um, in the form of yelling and screaming and crying. So that was wrong. I was overreactive. I don't know, I'm making a mountain out of a mole. I'm intolerant. I am, you can imagine, use your imagination, so many labels. And I'm short tempered. I don't know how to connect with people. I don't know how to adjust. I don't know how to compromise, all those kind of, things that you hear in the family, in the society. So to get approval, my survival brain would have suppressed the pain, the initial hurt, and say sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to cry. I didn't mean to yell and scream. I'm so sorry. So that pattern continued up until last year. All my life. 60, I'm 63 now, maybe 60, 61 years of my life. That unconscious pattern continued. I am thinking to myself, like, I'm a good person. I'm helping everyone. I'm, unconditionally supporting, understanding, and helping everyone. But the moment I say I am hurt, people can't take it. Why do they blame me for being a bad person? All the good I did become meaningless, and my expression of my hurt was the only problem in all human interaction my entire life. It would have started with the simple stop it, don't hurt me. It hurts. Stop it. But that wasn't heard. That wasn't recognized. That wasn't respected. So over 30, 40, 50 years, I had to be louder to stop someone hurting me emotionally, or even to express that certain action, certain situation hurts me, needed to be told in a loud way, in an aggressive way. So I proved them right, right? By my behavior, by my loud resistance. So I am the loud one, I am the screaming one, I am the yelling one, I am the crying one. So I am the problem, right? That's how the world sees it, and the family sees it, the society sees it. That was my life journey, constantly being hurt and labeled as a bad person for expressing my hurt. So that took me to very, very dark space, because I know internally I'm the right person, I'm a good person, I'm doing everything right. I went to therapy after therapy, counseling, hypnotherapy. I did not leave any stone unturned to understand what's wrong, why this is happening. If I am bad, I want to correct myself. But my first doctor, the doctor whom I saw first on this regard, after talking to me for half an hour, he said, "Look, there is nothing wrong with you. You are expressing your um, feeling. That's hard for others to take it. You are telling them that they are hurting you, so they can't take it. It's their problem, not yours. So to stop you, they blame you, put labels on you, so that their behavior is hidden. They become the good person, and you become the uh, black sheep in the family. So I guess I can use that word. But that was in 2001. And today, 2026, it took another 25 years to really understand, to go to the bottom of that wound and standing up for myself. No, you can't hurt me. But the moment I say that, it hurts people. Relationships fall away. Friendships ended in rupture. It took about 8 years, maybe 5 intensive years of period of Nigredo. It was not just one dark night of the soul moment. It was a continuous period of allowing the pain, allowing the sadness, allowing the rejection to come to the surface. The fear, the shame, the guilt that I'm hurting others. to understand what is my truth and to stand up for myself. As long as I'm quiet, I take up, I please others, I give, I'm a good person. The moment I say, sorry, I'm not able to help you today, or I'm not well, I can't do this to you, I'm sorry, to family members or to the society, to friends, to the community. That's my design. It wasn't taken well. Not that I said sorry politely every single time, because I was already in a mess, already distorted, cognitive dissonance, in so much, disorientation. I did not even know what is right and what is wrong. I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of people. I was afraid to be alone. I was afraid of dark. I was afraid of light. I was afraid to stay alone in the house. I was afraid to go out of the house. To the extent that I was afraid to even pick up the phone and make a call, because all my life, whatever I did was wrong. It was a constant dismissal, denial, disrespect, devaluation, disregard, all the D words, I guess I can use. So, damn, I do it, damn, I don't. So, I lost my total orientation. I had good counselor. The last one was really, really good. She helped me a lot. And I was blessed with this um, cognitive fortitude I talk about a lot, and my mental capacity to understand, and the Aries fire to go to the bottom of it, to understand it and create the path. Go through the pain and come out on the other side. So the path to authenticity is not easy, it's not simple. And the price you pay for your authentic self, to live your authentic being, is huge. Because you are challenging the established system, the norms of the society. You refuse to conform. You question. You stand up for yourself. The world is not ready. So the path is one of the toughest paths, the road less traveled, and the price you pay is high in terms of loss of relationships and friendships, social recognition, acceptance, and so on. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Those who fell away are all the toxic relationships. Those who do not know to respect another human being are the ones who dropped out of my life. Those who don't know how to care, how to show mutual respect, dignity, are the ones who fell away. You may be alone, but you are powerful. You walk through fire and have come out on the other side. You know the depth of your sadness, the texture and the density and the size and the limits of your sadness. You walk through your fear. You can define, you understand every nook and corner of your fear structure. Come out of shame, how shame crushes you, and let the shame crush you and then still stand up and walk away. So you know the pressure of this shame, how it can crush you, how much you have to be strong to come out of the shame and feel free. How much courage do you need to stand up on your authentic self? How much courage do you need to say no? The pain doesn't go away, but the pain loses its power to control your life. The sadness, the loneliness, the um, probably I don't say that, I don't feel much of that, but the pain doesn't go away. That much I feel. I know that's still part of me. It's there, but it doesn't define me. It doesn't control me. It doesn't affect me in a negative way. All it gives is strength and wisdom and clarity. And that's the pain that drove me inside of myself. Gave me the courage, gave me the honesty, gave me the endurance to some extent. And to go through it, not to put any band-aid solution, not to bypass it, not to ignore it or reject it or suppress it or deny it or neglect it, but accept it totally and come out on the other side. That's the wounded healer. That's Chiron. And that's me. That's what I offer to anyone who comes to me. The empathy, the compassion, the unconditional, non-judgmental, positive regard, the respect for your courage and honesty, the recognition and the acknowledgement of what you're going through. And the stillness, the peace, the undercurrent of joy, is what I offer to you. In this space, your nervous system learns to calm down from flight, fight, or freeze mode. In this space, as I'm sitting in my authentic self, your nervous system resonates with it, recognizes it, and connects with your authentic self. That's resonance. We all have our true essence still always burning inside. And in that space, in that clarity, in that stillness, in that combined, your essence and my essence combined, clarity arises, wisdom arises. Whatever is right for you arises, and you are shown the way. That's what I offer. That's what I bring to you. To connect to you at the deepest level, at the quantum field, where there is no space and time. I bring the presence. Ultimately, anyway, it's the conditioning, it's the behavioral pattern, it's a survival mechanism that's causing the pain. So, connecting directly to the core essence, you can see for yourself your own authentic self, your own values, and slowly and steadily, that part of yourself is nurtured and enabled to grow stronger and in a powerful way. That's my vision. That's what I offer. And that's what I see people experiencing in my presence. A wounded healer. Welcome to the baseline. Thank you.